Hi, little friends. Today I'm going to read a Peppa Pig book called Pedro is Late. Please subscribe to my channel and press the button below. I have many Peppa Pig books. Let's get started. Pedro is late. Peppa and her playgroup friends are going on a trip to the museum. Are we ready, children? Asked Madame Gazelle. Where is Pedro? I bet he is still in his pajamas, says Susie Sheep. He is always late, says Peppa. Pedro Pony is fast asleep in bed. Pedro likes sleeping. Pedro, wake up, says Mommy Pony. You are going to be late for the playgroup trip. Pedro yawns and gets out of bed. Okay, Mommy, he says. When Pedro and Mommy Pony arrive at playgroup, no one is there. They jump back into their car and drive towards the museum. Stop the bus! Cries Mommy Pony. Pedro is here! Miss Rabbit stops the bus and Pedro jumps on board. By the time they get to the museum, it is quite late. Mr. Rabbit is locking the museum door when the bus arrives. Hello, Mr. Rabbit, says Madame Gazelle. We would like to see the museum, please. I was just about to close, says Mr. Rabbit, but I suppose I can give you a quick tour. Hooray! Everyone cheers. First, Mr. Rabbit shows the children a room full of clothes that belong to kings and queens. Pedro likes to look at things for a long time. This is interesting, he says, stopping to look at a shiny crown. The class follow Mr. Rabbit through the museum. Here are all the giant dinosaur skeletons, says Mr. Rabbit. They are all very old and very interesting. The children all gasp as they look around. No one notices that Pedro is getting left behind. The last room on the tour is the space room. This room is dedicated to space, rockets, and all that sort of things, says Mr. Rabbit. Mr. Rabbit needs to lock up the museum, so he shows everybody to the exit. But Pedro is still inside the museum. Madame Gazelle goes to find him. Madame Gazelle eventually finds Pedro, but when they get outside, the school bus has gone without them. Oh dear, says Mr. Rabbit. Have you missed the bus? Mr. Rabbit is about to get into his car to go home. Mr. Rabbit, I'm a teacher and I need your car, says Madame Gazelle. Jump in, Pedro. Madame Gazelle takes Mr. Rabbit's car. Don't worry, Pedro, says Madame Gazelle. I know a shortcut. Hello, ducks, says Pedro. Quack, quack, quack. Soon they are back at the playgroup. No one is here, says Madame Gazelle. Oh no, says Pedro. Am I late again? Just then the school bus turns up. No, Pedro, says Madam Gazelle. I think for once you are early. Pedro is early, cheers Peppa, jumping off the bus. Yes, says Pedro, and you are late, slow coaches. Pedro decides he likes being early. Everyone likes being early. Ha ha!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to Storytime with Sonia Panda to listen to more stories with me. Take care, friends.